Hello, my name is Jake Johnson, and I am the editor-in-chief of the Journal of the American Musicological Society. And I'm excited to welcome you to our new JAMS author interview series. Today, I'm joined by Emily Dolan, who is a professor of music at Brown University, to discuss her article, In Search of Panpipes, or the Limits of Materiality, which you can find in the spring 2025 issue of the Journal of the American Musicological Society, volume 78, issue 1. Welcome, Emily. Really happy to have you here with us today. I'm wondering if we could maybe begin with you giving just a brief summary of the topic of your article and the argument you developed.
Sure. Thanks so much for having me, Jake. And it's been such a pleasure to work with you on this piece over the past year.
Hmm.
So my article explores the panpipes that were played by the character of Papageno in The Magic Flute by Mozart and Schikaneder. And I'm interested in tracing why he played them. Papageno is a bird catcher, so it might be tempting to assume that they were a bird call, except that panpipes don't appear to have actually been used in fowling. Or perhaps they were an Arcadian symbol of nature, or maybe a mercantile tool that Papageno used to announce his services. I'm also interested in what Papageno actually played. Did he actually play panpipes at all? So over the course of the article, my pursuit of panpipes goes in a number of different directions. I delve into 18th century fowling. I look at Greek mythology. I follow traveling tinkers. And I consider also how panpipes were used in theories of pre-Columbian trans-Pacific migration. And what emerges from all of this is both the dizzying array of possible meanings panpipes had and continue to have, but also their elusiveness. As material objects, they are quite fragile, and their meanings can also be quite fragile as well.
Yeah, there's something just absolutely stunning about this article for me. I mean, there's so many things that are fascinating about it, including the widespread connections you make over what seems like such a simple little thing, like these panpipes that exist in this opera. But it certainly got my wheels turning so many times, and really, really love returning again and again to your argument. So that's a little bit of what fascinated me about reading your work. Is there something that most fascinated you about either writing the topic or that general area of research that you're investigating?
Well, I love thinking about instruments more generally. This is something I've done a lot in my work. But maybe even broader than that, I love finding things hiding in plain sight, things that seem too obvious to require attention. And, the Magic Flute's a really well-studied opera. There's plenty of amazing scholarship out there, not just on the opera in general, but on the instrumental world of the opera. And yet the panpipes somehow have remained under-examined, even though they were central to the popularity of the magic flute in the 1790s and a little bit thereafter.
Yeah, it's really, really wonderful work, fabulous work. Um, so I'm wondering if you could tell us a little bit, Emily, about how your article extends existing knowledge in musicology, or maybe a subfield or two, or maybe some other discussions that surround music.
It's tempting to give a sort of cheeky answer and say, well, this, contributes to panpipe studies.
Yes, of course.
No, I think ultimately what I hope this is a reflection on what we can call the material turn in music studies, uh, to think about what a focus on materiality can and cannot do for musicology. And I'm not making an anti-material argument by any means, but I am interested in identifying what some of the limits might be for materiality. The impetus for this project very much grew out of my own real life encounter with material object. I even have them here, my teeny tiny panpipes that PhD candidate Jay Loomis made for me in 2019. I had already been thinking about Papageno's panpipes, um, but when he made these for me, it made me think about the iconographic record of the magic flute in brand new ways and with new eyes. And so, like, the material was really, really important to this. But I might have had that specific material object, but as I tried to pursue it in history, I realized what made it so challenging and so fascinating and rich is the ways in which the materiality of the panpipes was also immaterial, that it eluded
Mm.
our capture. It didn't matter all the time what they were made out of, if they were actually real panpipes, and so on.
So the last question, Emily, is if there's something that you would most like maybe a student or somebody new to the field of musicology to take away from your article, what would that be?
This is an example of why it's wise never to assume that a topic is done and there's nothing more to
Mm.
say. There's almost always more to say.
Thank you so much, Emily, for joining us for a few minutes today. You can be sure to check out Emily Dolan's essay and along with a lot of other fabulous articles and reviews in the JAMS Volume 78, Issue 1, which is available through the University of California Press. Thank you, Emily, and happy reading to everybody else.
Thank you so much.